Hello creative people, this is Catherine with the Motley Art, and today we're doing a 6x6 layout with a card kit from Close to My Heart, and it is the Happiness Lives Here, which is currently available at Close to My Heart, and there's a link in my description box. And I'm going to show you now what comes in this kit. Because it's a card kit, you do get 16 card blacks and envelopes. You get a stamp set that also comes with thin cuts, and so the items in blue have the thin cuts with them, so you can cut those out with your die machine. It comes with a bag of embellishments, which this time was wood veneer hearts, and then it came with 2 sheets of solid cardstock and 2 sheets of white cardstock, and then those 2 sheets of pattern cardstock, all 12 by 12. So in the kit, when you get it, they give you the directions, which was on the top of the kit when I started the video, and it tells you how to make 16 cards, and you get 4 different designs, and you get 4 of each of those designs. But I decided that I wanted to take these design ideas and make them into some scrapbook layouts instead. So I'm making 6x6 scrapbook layouts. And I'm going to end up getting 2 layouts for each design. So right now I'm showing you how I stamped out the first design, and it had a lot of stamping to it, along with the second design. They had the most stamping. So I'm showing you how I'm doing that background stamp based off of the directions that were given with the kit. Now, they also have you cut out a bunch of the shapes that you use the die cut for. So you stamp it and then you die cut it out. I did that ahead of time. I did not film that. This time I just wanted to try to make the video not too long. So I just showed the background stamping. I didn't show those individual items stamped because it's just that. You're just stamping it and then cutting it out. So now I'm putting together the different layouts. So for this first layout, they had you put a couple of different bands across the background, so it kind of broke up the top and the bottom part. And then what I also did with this kit is I did end up cutting out mats for my photos as well. Most of them are for 3x4s, which is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 mat, but then some of the, at least one set, I did squares, which I ended up doing a 3x3, so you would want to crop down your picture to about a 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. So here is where I'm adding those pieces. So those blue flowers I had already cut out, and so I'm adding that, and I'm trying to decide how I wanted my placement of the photo mat. So you could very well use this as a 2 layout if you would like in an album, or you could do these 4. You could mix and match the different designs together, however you would like to do that. I think also you're going to see with a lot of these designs that it leaves you a nice little space that you could easily add in a little square of journaling or a title as well. I didn't do that for these because I don't have images yet for them. So I didn't want to put any titles or anything on them until I have more what I'm going to use, what photos I would use for them. But it's really nice if you wanted to make an album for somebody, or if you want to make some pages that are similar, but you're going to give them to different people. This is a really easy way to do that, right? Because you're getting 2 of the same design. And I did use up pretty much all of the paper. I have just little scraps left. So it really utilized this kit very nicely. Now, I did also buy from Close to My Heart. I got the Happiness Lives Here pattern paper and the Happiness Lives Here cardstock kit as well. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is making some more layouts to go with these. I just really loved how this came out. I'll be honest, I thought that this was a cute kit. I really loved the stamp set, And that's why I bought it. I bought it because I loved the stamp set. And I thought, well, maybe I'll make a few cards. I can give those away or I can send those out. And then I have this lovely stamp set to do other things with. But I love how this came out. And I love how these pages came out. So I want to use that extra paper and this stamp set to make some more coordinating layouts. And then I think I will make a little album for it as well. So I'm going to show that in the future. I'm in a different video. So there I finished putting that one together. And as you can see, I did on some of them, I made them almost exactly the same. And on some, I did kind of move things around a little bit. That's what's fun when you're making kind of similar layouts, is you can see how you would change it up just a little bit for those different, with those different elements. And of course, you could always add a few more elements as well if you wanted to, but I really wanted to see what I could do with this kit and how it would come out. And so I really just stuck to what they originally did in their designs. And you will see on the typewriter on a couple of them that on one typewriter I did actually type, or I didn't type, that would have been a little difficult. I stamped a sentiment, but I didn't on the other one. Again, a lot of the reason why I did that was because I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to use these yet and what kind of layout I'm going to use these for. So I didn't want to put too much on there because, like, if I use these together, I wouldn't want them to have the same stamp. I wouldn't want them to say the same thing. So I want to wait and see how I would like them later. So I'm just adding in those wood veneers. Now, these wood veneers are twice as thick of any wood veneers I have ever had before. They are very substantial wood veneers, which I like. I think that's very nice. So here I'm putting together my last layout, and this one I did kind of switch up a little bit in the fact that it's more rectangular on the greeting card and I made it more square. I just thought it would go a little bit nicer to have the squares instead of rectangles. So I just cut these out at 3x3. And then I'm going to figure out how I want my placement here. As you can see, I do fiddle with this one a little bit, but ultimately decide to pretty much do them the same. I just put one typewriter on one side and then the typewriter on the other side. So I really love that typewriter. I mean, I saw that typewriter in the catalog and I was like, yes, I must have that. I don't know what else I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to have to do some other things with it for sure. And I may even make some cards with it. I always have these instructions, so I easily can make some cards just using slightly different paper. So here I'm going to show you all 4 of the different designs, and like I said, I have 2 of each of those designs. So I thank you for watching my video. If you have any questions, please put your questions in the comments below. And as I said, in the description is a link to my website for Close to My Heart if you're interested in getting this kit. Have a great day and stay creative.